Selbie Shane, the I guess you'd be called the man behind Operation Tie Dye, and we were talking before the song that you were diagnosed with thyroid cancer, and you got this idea, and it came to be Operation Tie Dye. So tell me what was your thinking process there? How did that come to be?
I don't know about thinking. Yeah, they did the surgery, and I was hit with 30 rounds, a little over 30 rounds of radiation. And what they tell you to do is to bring your, I had a problem with it. They kind of bolt you down to a table.
Right.
As you go into this MRI type process, and they hit you with the radiation lasers. And they tell you to bring in your favorite music, kind of to take you to your happy place and
Sure.
to take your mind off of it all. And I found myself collecting, what I thought was my favorite musics, and going out and buying CDs to listen to. And, I put a lot of thought in it. If nothing else, it was a distraction from what was really going on. And I said to myself, if I ever get through this radiation process, I was going to go see all these people I was listening to live, if they were still living and still touring. And it happened to be that Mickey Hart from the Grateful Dead was playing a show right in that time frame, and I ended up sitting down with Mickey Hart. Before I met with him, I knew that I was going to have the opportunity to meet with him, so I went to eBay.
Okay.
And tried to find some kind of collectible item that I could have him sign, rare, something different for my son if things didn't work right.
Right.
I ended up finding his 1960. I don't quote me on any numbers. I could be off, but anyway, 1960-ish yearbook, his high school yearbook.
Oh, wow.
From New York, and it just so happened that he didn't actually even graduate high school. But but I had his
you had the
yearbook when I went to meet him, and his manager told me, you're going to be able to come see him for a second. He's going to sign your ticket or your backstage pass or whatever, and then he's got to go. He's tired. He's not going to sit and chat.
Sure.
Anyway, I brought the yearbook to his attention and told him I had his yearbook, and he looked puzzled because he knew right away that he'd never graduated high school, and he'd never seen this yearbook. So within minutes, we found each other sitting at this little table for two people, just sitting there, and he told me his whole childhood history and everything involved, and worked into the Grateful Dead stories, and it just helped me so much. I mean, it was that moment, sitting there getting lost in the Grateful Dead history, that I wasn't thinking about cancer. I wasn't thinking about radiation. I wasn't thinking about anything except the moment. And that's one of the most important lessons I have to tell anyone, is to stay in the moment and in the now, whether it be cancer or any traumatic experiences. But through that, I just noticed how much it was helping my person out. I was getting out of my depression. I was able to have some hope and faith, and the music itself was therapeutic. And I realized this show after show. It seemed like every concert I went to after that, I met with every musician that I went to see, one way or the other. It just happened.
Right.
And it was helping me so much. I figured I needed to put this into a form to help other people, and it just happened that Operation Tie Dye was formed so that I could bring other people with terminal illnesses to the concerts and festivals, meet with the musicians.
Sure.
Let them have a little pampering and VIP rock and roll style musical therapy.
Well, let's stop right there for a second, Selbie, and we're going to play some more music, and we're going to come back and we're going to talk more about that.
Great.
Okay? Right now, we're going to play a little Nick Dittmeyer, and